pilot episode. Here we go again with your three friends, Drew, Neil, and Perk. We got your favorite movies and shows. It's three guys nobody knows. The pilot episode.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm one of those guys that brings home work with me. The Alabama loss is going to hang over my head. I'm going to be in a good mood for Small Soldiers. Welcome back to the pilot episode.
Better to take it out on the audience instead of your wife, I guess.
Yeah, she's asleep, so everybody knows I'm not hitting her. I have proof we're recording. All right, all the bullshit aside, this is an extremely underrated movie. Way ahead of its time. We're going to disagree on this one a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
With that being said, we'll jump straight into it. It's a late night. We'll let Pert get on those reviews.
So this one is not very critically acclaimed. It's sitting at a 50% from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes and a 52% from audiences.
They got it right.
It did not have very good reviews. It was made on a budget of $40 million. It made $71 million worldwide.
That's, I mean, turned
It
almost doubled the money.
It didn't.
In 1998, 40 and 71, those are good numbers. I take that deal, Unovich.
Yeah, I mean, it made money. It was widely considered to be a little bit of a disappointment box office wise because it was supposed to be like massive, but it just didn't turn out to be what they wanted it to be overall. Like they wanted it to be like a huge franchise that went on and on and on, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
To put something in a similar ballpark to you, and I know I'm comparing this to a great movie. Braveheart was made on a $53 to $72 million budget. It grossed over $213 million in 1995.
Yeah, okay. But you're comparing a Toyota
It's a
Corolla
different
to a
thing,
Ferrari. Yeah, this is a
Great point.
kids movie. This is a kids movie.
Yeah.
First off,
This is a movie that was meant to be a PG movie that they ended up screwing up and accidentally turning into a PG-13 movie, and that screwed them up entirely as far as their
and as
box
far as what
office
played
and
it.
stuff, and, yeah.
Also, if you take this cast after they did this movie, flash forward 10 years and redo it with the same cast, this movie is huge.
Yeah, I've got some notes that has to do with the cast that we'll get to later on.
One more comparison since we wanted to go kids route. The Parent Trap, made in 1998, filmed on a $15 million budget, grossed over $102 million.
Those actors and actresses were already big time, and they used two of the twins that are the biggest thing in pop culture from 2000 to right now.
Then how did they spend so little money on the budget?
Because they had two leads in The Parents and two children. This is toys, gadgets, explosions. It's not the same.
Yeah, I've got some notes on this movie that we'll get into. I honestly don't have a lot of notes on individual scenes in the movie. I have like facts about the movie is what a lot of my notes are in this movie.
Yeah, Drew's not going to give it a chance.
Bug's Life, toys, kids, $120 million budget, 1998 as well. Over $363 million worldwide.
Completely animated movie. You weren't mixing.
I'll find you another one. Give me a minute. I'll find you another one.
How many people were putting chips in the fucking toys that could shoot an AK?
I'll tell you this: when you look up kids movies from 1998, it's not even on the top 20.
Well, because it ended up being a PG-13 movie.
It's not a kids movie because of how it ended up.
You said it was a kids movie.
It is. It's an advanced.
Yeah,
you don't.
It falls into a weird spot because of some of the
Yes,
stuff they have in the movie.
I didn't make the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. Lord.
All right, Perk, read the fucking reviews.
All right, I got you 3 reviews. I'm going to start out with the 1 star. This review says, even though Small Soldiers had what could have been a rather interesting concept, it's a real shame that they fell on its head at the first hurdle that led to an uninteresting result.
I don't agree with that.
I,
Like,
not good.
it was interesting. Like, I'm gonna hate on the movie, but like, it was an interesting movie. I just think it's the definition of average. Like,
I don't know. 3 stars. It shows its age, to be sure, but there's a lot of upbeat silliness to love in this 90s preteen boy action flick.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
And then lastly, I could not find a 5. There were plenty of 5-star reviews,
Oh,
but a lot of them were just like 5-star reviews with no like explanation why it was a 5-star movie. It was just like, this is a 5.
it's because I didn't have one perk. They just think it's a good movie.
So here's a 4.5-star review. Honestly underrated and overly criticized for violence in a kids movie. When itself is a criticism of selling violence to kids, corporatism, and subjugation of people who are different, way ahead of its time. Movies profits were hurt by the categorizing as PG-13 for violence when it was supposed to be a PG movie, and that's honestly true.
I'd stand up if the camera would still get me. Spot on. Spot on.
Yeah, that review pretty much tells how I feel about the movie. So I'll get into like my main point about this movie, and one of the things I've always loved about it. It's basically like, you know how Disney's going back and doing the live action versions of all their movies.
Yep.
It's basically like if they did a live action Toy Story, is what it is.
Yeah.
And I love it because of that. Like, it's taking the Toy Story concept and making it like a more real life melded thing, and I really enjoy it.
I do too. Also, like when I watched this back, I felt like a kid again. Like I remembered how much I enjoyed this movie at 7 and 8 years old. So it's gonna stand higher for me for that simple reason. I was 3 years old when this movie released. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all I remember it at 3 years old. I fucking don't. I will say this though, with the rating and how we view violence and language and stuff now, 1998 to 2026, this movie does get a PG release, and
No, it does not.
everybody sucks it off.
Not with the cussing in today's world. It still is a PG-13 release.
I think it could have. There's a lot of PG movies with profanity now. A lot, actually. Like,
as long as it's not like F bombs all over the place.
as long as there's no F or GD, you can get PG, buddy.
They said GD.
We can work on that. Did they say GD?
Yeah, because yes, trust me, they did. Yes, my daughter was watching with me. My wife's not happy about it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So okay, maybe, but again, in 2026, with a PR team, social media pushing this thing out, we could have worked on those very small things. One word, who gives a fuck? It's a lot more open in 2026 than 1998.
It is.
It's hard to compare because, like I said, if this movie is released tomorrow, I think, especially with this cast, I mean, we got Spider-Man's old girl in here.
Yeah.
We got dude from Scary Movie in here.
Yeah.
Some of the voiceovers are big time actors, and I know Perk's got some notes, but as far as a cast goes, dude, for a children's movie, you ain't gonna beat it by much.
That's the one where you're gonna get no argument from me there, because the cast is very good.
Yeah,
and it gave a lot of these people their start.
Two, it's like kind of a little bit of a breath of fresh air type of thing, because it's such a unique concept. Like, it's such a unique movie that, like, you wouldn't see something like this made today, because it's not like super safe, if that makes sense. Like,
they were out on a limb. Also, like, you can't call it a copycat, because like even you said with the Toy Story comparisons, I get that because the characters came to life. There's a few things like that we can say, but it wasn't like we were putting military chips in these jokers,
right? It
where
wasn't
they could
one-to-one or anything.
Yeah. So to me, like, you got to give it some credit for that.
And then you see some like influences and stuff, like the Gorgonites. they were kind of, especially the main one. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. But
Oh,
the
I got it.
leader of the Gorgonites, he was like his design was kind of based off of He-Man type of thing, and you can really tell that.
Yeah.
But he was, there's kind of like little things that point to stuff like that throughout the movie, but it's not like super derivative, if that makes sense.
It wasn't. Was it Archer?
It was Archer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew I had it somewhere. Yeah, I agree with you, Perk. Just the entire setup of it though,
Mm-hmm.
with knowing they're gonna be at each other's throat with the way they were made as toys, like that's cool as shit. Like if you
Mhm.
would have got that as a kid, that's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think it just kind of goes back to that first review you read from me, Perk. Like the concept is a good idea.
yeah.
And the movie itself could have been amazing, but it was just okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had a lot of ways they could have went with it. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that like they should have went this way, should have went that way. That's not our job. I'm not a guy who makes movies, but like it wasn't what I thought it would have been into the first
Yeah,
15 minutes
and
of the movie.
and a lot of ways, I feel like this movie was, like I said, they wanted it to be a big thing, like a big franchise.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we were gonna get a movie of the Gorgonites getting back to to their,
Yeah, yeah.
their
After they
planet
went
and all
off on
that
the
stuff.
boat.
Yeah, like that we were gonna get more from this if it had done better in the box office, but just people didn't respond to it in the same way that like me or Neil did
Yeah.
necessarily.
Yeah, I will give Drew a little bit of the blandness, I guess, for
Mhm.
lack of a better term. For me, so like I'll use this movie as an example. I love this movie. I watch it every Halloween, and we may end up reviewing it. Hocus Pocus to me gets a little bland.
Yeah.
It gets very predictable, but it's an
Yeah.
extremely famous movie now. This kind of feels the same way to me.
Yeah, I definitely. It's kind of like beat by beat,
Yes,
like in
yes,
the same
that's
way.
I
it's
get
hard
it.
to describe, but it's
Mhm.
better now than it was then.
It's a very accurate description though, because like I'm very similar. Hocus Pocus just isn't for me. Like I get it, and it's a very big Halloween movie, but it's just not it's not doing it for me.
But there's a lot of people that'll tell you that's the best Halloween movie. made.
Absolutely, and that's their opinion, and I respect it. It is what it is, but I just disagree.
Yeah, that's I kind of, and again, I know we're not comparing the same type of movie at all, but the beat by beat, like
Yeah.
Perk said, it's very, very similar setup.
Absolutely.
Mhm. Yeah,
Alright.
I definitely I get that. I would have never thought to compare the two, but that's a really good comparison.
It is. I agree.
I come up with some good shit every now and then.
So this is a crazy thing that I found out about this movie. So most of the shots with the toys throughout this movie is puppeteering instead of like CGI and stuff.
Oh,
Um,
Okay, all right, pause right there. That makes it more impressive.
it really
Yes.
does.
Some of the like super like involved stuff, there's a little bit of CGI stuff in there, but 90% of this movie, as far as the toys, is puppeteered.
Wow.
And
Yeah, that definitely brings it up a level to me.
this is where a lot of the money for the movie came from. This movie required 23 separate puppeteers to be on set for getting the shots of all the toys at one time.
Yeah, because they showed leg breaks and like wrecks and everything.
Yes. Also, another thing that is really cool about this movie, and like I would have never thought to done this research, but the people, the puppeteers, as well as the CGI team, met with Hasbro to see their manufacturing facility to know how toys would move if they were doing certain actions and stuff, like where all the points of articulation are on toys and stuff. Typically, like on the GI Joes and stuff like that.
Yeah, so they're filming at the correct angle, getting the correct
Mhm.
bend. Okay, so it definitely raised the bar for me.
Mm-hmm. Those were two really cool facts that I found out about this movie just doing research on it, because I knew that just based off of the uniqueness of it, there had to be some weird stuff that happened behind the scenes, and that was just really cool to me.
You got to give us a half point for that, Drew.
No, I mean it does. It's impressive, but like again, it doesn't like that didn't change the movie.
Right.
Right.
And that was another thing about the inspiration that I brought up earlier with the Gorgonites being inspired by He-Man. Obviously, the Commando Elite or GI Joes. Like that's
Yes.
Yeah.
the very obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I played with GI Joes when I was a little boy a lot.
And I'm
Did you
sure
ever
you got
find a
very
ginger?
offended. You got very offended if anybody called them dolls.
Yeah, a little bit.
But did you ever
Action
find a
figures.
ginger GI Joe?
I don't know. I don't remember. I will tell you this: every time I think of GI Joe or hear GI Joe, it immediately takes me back to Eddie Murphy's stand-up set where he talks about the GI Joe in the bathtub, and it sounds the big brown boat in the bathtub,
That's not
and then
good.
it explores the tunnel in which it came from. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's not child appropriate either.
it was Eddie Murphy in the '90s or '80s,
Was
whatever
that
it
was
was.
that Raw that was in?
No, that one was
Mm-mm.
off of.
Was that no? That wasn't Def Jam. He wasn't part of Def Jam.
I'll be able to tell you in just a second what it was.
He only had
Delirious.
2 or 3 yeah, Delirious. He only had 2 or 3 stand up.
Yeah, he got into movies so quick.
This
Which
talking
is
about
a
Uncle
shame,
Charlie.
by the way. We're this completely off topic, but that is a
Dude,
shame that he
Eddie
didn't do more.
Murphy with a
Oh.
stand-up mic in his
Oh, he could
hand.
spit. Yeah, there ain't no doubt. Dude had it.
My God,
But I mean, a lot of times the good ones do go the movie route. I mean,
Yeah.
there's more money that way.
yeah. We could talk about a ton of people, but there's no point. It has nothing to do with small soldiers.
Yeah. Well, y'all got any more notes for us on this?
Not outside of stuff I'll be talking about with the ratings.
Yeah, I really the cast is going to be big. I think for both of us, I'll leave that to Perk. As far as the movie though, and the storyline, like I really do believe if you have a 5 to, well, depending on what you allow in your house, a 5 to 10-year-old child that's never seen this, I think this movie's a hit in your house.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
Letty Blake liked it. I mean, she did.
Yeah, so I still stand firm on that point as far as a child standpoint. This being a movie you've never seen before,
Yeah.
being really, really engrossing and good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So anyways, we can rate this bad boy.
First criteria. Oh, Perk, you got it, buddy. I'm just living in your world, brother. I'll run the calculator though.
All right. First, would you recommend this movie to your friends and family? No, I'm gonna let you take it.
Yeah, this is a 4 for me. Because I would recommend it to anybody that hadn't seen it, even if they weren't a child. But like a lot of like at the age I'm at now, a lot of my buddies are having kids or already have kids.
Mm-hmm.
This falls right into extremely
Mm-hmm.
recommendable movie for a kid. Like I just said,
Yeah.
the point I just went over. So this is a 4 for me.
Yeah,
It's- Go ahead, Perk.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like a very recommendable movie. It's not like super vulgar. It's got a little bit of cussing here and there, but it's it's not way over violent. It's got some violence, but it's not way over violent. Like it's
Yeah, but when it's a toy that breaks its leg, it's a little different than like
Yeah.
Bruce Willis breaking his leg. It's
right.
It's a 3 for me. Y'all both made some really good points, but as far as being in communities with people who have children, there are a lot of parents out there in today's world. This is not going to fly with, and I will gladly show my daughter this movie anytime. Like they can be exposed to toys shooting each other. That's fine. It's no big deal. We're not raising serial killers in this house, so I think I'll be okay. But
and if you are, we can hit them. It's fine.
yeah,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
kind of. All right, Berg. What's the next?
Jesus. What is the likelihood of you rewatching this movie?
This is an easy one for me. This is a 5. This is a movie that I have to watch ever so often that I just really get enjoyment out of. It's a 5. Brings back
Yeah.
childhood memories. Like that childhood part of it comes into play. 98 when it was made, like have to rewatch it.
Perk, go ahead.
Yeah, Drew's gonna crap all over it, but it's a 5 for me too. It had, like you said earlier when we spun and got this, it had been a very long time since I had seen it, but it made me realize how much I love it. I'm probably am gonna watch it every once in a while from now on. So
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
also
It
a
did the
5.
same thing to me. I agree.
Yeah,
Guys, this would, and I am trying not to just bomb this rating, but this would be a 0 for me, if not for the fact that I will let my kid, like, because my kids don't watch animated movies. So, like, there's only a select group of, like, movies that I can let them watch, you know? So, I mean, I'll give it a 2 because my daughters are going to watch it again at some point. But me personally, it's a fucking 0.
Yeah, but you're having another one, so like you may have to watch it more than we do.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I'll give it a 2.
the big one. Is it a good cast and did they fit their role properly?
This one's easy. This is a 5. This cast is unfucking real. Like I said, a lot of these people were just getting their name, just getting started. Some of them still in their teen years.
Mhm.
There is a loaded group of very, very good actors. I'm not telling you Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington are in this, but there is a group of very,
Mhm.
very good actors. 5.
Yeah. I have a handful of notes about this cast. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it's a 5 for me too. Um, Tommy Lee Jones is amazing as Chip throughout this movie.
Yep.
Kirsten Dunst was good throughout the movie. We talked about her being in it.
And zoom in on that mouth for Kristen Dunst.
Let's see. All the Commando Elite were the cast of the Dirty Dozen, which is like a war movie. You know, I don't know if y'all ever seen that, but they wanted it to be the cast of Predator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jesse Ventura and all them, but they could not afford them.
I get that.
Yeah,
Pause right there before you get into the next note. Fun fact: the same way the Commando Elite talked, me and Drew got an oil change. Um, in Pelham, Alabama, a few days back, and I swear to God, it sounded like the Commando Elite was running around the truck. We pulled in at a Jiffy Lube, little in and out. We were in a hurry. Swear to God, these dudes were hollering at each other like it was the Commando Elite.
And fun fact, as they were hollering, the guy he was hollering to was directly beneath him.
Yeah, they were no further apart than shoulder width, and they were like, "Red team, go! Oil change, check tire pressure. Blue team, go!" It was fucking nuts, dude. We
It was
sat in the
weird.
truck and didn't know how to act. I don't even know what all they charged me for, but I felt like they did a good job. We paid it and left. So, anyways, off topic. Drew, I'm not wrong when I say they sound
No.
like Commando Elite,
That's absolutely perfect.
but carry on with your notes.
just two more things. The Gorgonites were actually also they went out and got an entire cast for them so that they knew they would have good chemistry. They got the entire cast of Spinal Tap for the Gorgonites, which is an awesome choice. Great. And then finally, this is the last thing. Jesus.
Last thing in that mouth.
This is the last thing that Phil Hartman did before he was murdered. He actually was murdered a few days before the premiere of this movie was supposed to happen.
Damn, you
And-
ruined the laughter. Just
Yeah, I'm
sucked it
sorry
right
about
out of
that.
me right there.
But this is Phil Hartman, before he passed away, had said that this was one of his favorite things that he had ever done. So it's like a really cool thing to look back on and be the last thing that Phil Hartman did.
Yeah, you gotta have a half star there, Drew.
I'm gonna go. For me, it's a 4 because it's a very good cast. I will. It's very respectable cast. And they are all young and ahead of their time, but like it's not actors and actresses that I'm gonna tell you are just amazing. They're good.
Outside of
And-
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. But and they fit
Kristen
their roles
Dunst is
pretty
flirting
well.
with it now.
Do what?
I said Kristen Dunst's flirting with it now.
Yeah. But that's really about it.
I like I said, I give you it's not Leonardo and Denzel. I mean, it's not A list.
Yeah.
But old buddy from Scary Movie, everything he's in's watchable. I understand he's B list, maybe even C list.
Which one is that?
His actual name, you know who he is. He's in the wheelchair in the Strong Hand Scary Movie.
Mm-hmm.
David Cross.
It would be David Cross. That is correct.
He also plays the uncle off of here's the kids movies coming for you. The uncle from Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's Uncle Ian.
Yeah. He's got a lot of range, man. To go from Scary Movie in a wheelchair, my strong hand, to this is it's impressive. And factor in Alvin and the Chipmunks. But anyways, that's my own. Jay Mora is not a bad actor either. There's a few on that list we could go down.
Dennis Leary's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's good actors and actresses, but I just don't love the movie in all seriousness. Like I think it was an average movie. I could watch it and I didn't hate watching this. Like I hated watching the whatever we did. That what was it?
Warriors.
I hated that. This I actually watched this entire movie. It worked out well. I had my
actually
daughter
made it to the end.
yeah. I wasn't on my phone and all that. Like I was actually able to watch it, but yeah, it just not me. That's all.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's fair. Because if you say it's the same as Warriors, I'm gonna call you a liar to you.
No, it's not, and it doesn't even score even remotely close because of y'all's ratings. Boy, it's thing pumped up there. We got a 3.9 star rating, which is
I think that's fair in today's time.
I'm
this
happy with that.
It falls literally 0.4 of a point under The Greatest Showman, and
I actually would tell you I think it's better than The Greatest Showman, so that's fair.
I would tell you that it's definitely not better than Something About Mary, though, that falls at 3.72.
Yeah, but a raunchy comedy is a little bit harder to score.
I would tell you it's better than There's Something About
Yeah,
Mary.
you're the reason that one's as low as it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, it kind of falls right in the middle of the pack. It's not too bad, not too good. Which again, for an average movie, I think that's acceptable. Somewhere
Yeah,
right in the middle.
I think we did a good job on being fair with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, that's going to be it. We are not doing a wheel spin this week due to my internet doing what it does. Whenever I try to do the wheel spin, we're going to get Perk to do it. But I had so many recommendations for this one movie. I'm lying, but Neil and Perk's never seen it, and I really wanted to watch it. So we're going to do Takers, which was recommended. So
it was recommended.
Totally doing it. But Takers is our movie we're doing. You want to talk about a cast that is going to get a 5 from me, it's this one. I'm very excited for y'all to watch this one. I can't wait to hear what y'all's reactions are. Y'all will be without me for Memory of a Killer. Later this week, I am going on vacation somewhat. I'm going to a wedding for one of my wife's friends, but it's in Oklahoma. So, be on the road. Y'all got anything y'all want to tell them before I kind of really wrap it up?
No, we'll get Memory of a Killer out by no later than Thursday night, Perk.
Yeah.
That'd be Friday morning release date.
Oh, it's Friday morning release. It will be out by then regardless of when we do it. We will have our wheel spin winner of Takers, which I am excited about. May watch it tonight, next week. And then we'll kind of fall into our fixed, corrected schedule going forward.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below of your favorite movie. Maybe it'll be chosen next. And as always, tell Grandma Deborah the pilot episode put out another podcast. Neil, Perk, what do you got for the people?
We'll see you.
The pilot episode.